Okay, so we're now on to size category 4 finger widths. Main theme for this size order is the face looking to the left. With this piece we've got eye, nose, mouth, lips indicated here, jawline, neck, shape of the head. On top of the head is perched a bird. It's quite an obvious form, make out the shape of some type of corvid, probably a crow. And this is a common theme for this size order, the bird on top of the head. We also have the secondary faces in this back region. You can see well in the alternative lighting and from the side view. And the symbolism is kind of reminiscent of the Norse god Odin, with the bird perched on his head, and the kind of origins of that symbolism can be traced back to the Proto-Indo-European deity Deus Pater, which is the Sky Father or All Father, which also is associated with birds, and kind of makes sense that, you know, birds live in the sky, and so they're associated with the Sky Father. Size 4 finger widths. With this piece we have an eye, nose, mouth, so the face again looking off to the left. In the back region here, in kind of some of the cortex and under cortex, you can almost make out the head of a bird with beak here, his eye, head, his body, almost looking like an owl or something. But this piece also, if you turn it on the side, we can get a face here with eye, nose, mouth, and this whole section here also looks like a bird's head. And this piece also comes out nicely in the alternative lighting. Size 4 finger widths. With this piece we have again the face on the left side, eye in some of this what appears to be fossil coloration, nose, mouth with a kind of beard, the rest of the headdress, which again we get the bird with the eye here, beak, the rest of the body of the bird. So again the bird on top of the head. We also get another face formed on the right side, which we saw in the first piece. Size 4 finger widths. Again, face on the left, upper left with this one, eye, nose, mouth here, chin, neck. This would be a headdress, and it's this almost T-shaped feel to it, to the flake, and in the alternate lighting the features really come out nicely. Again, eye, nose, mouth. It's almost got a totem-like feel. There is another face in the lower half of the main face with eye, nose, mouth. They share a chin and jawline, but this overall shape is quite similar to this piece, which is one of the figurines from the 3 finger width category. These pieces seem to be showing the same character, which I think of as the Birdman. Seems to be someone wearing a headdress, feathered headdress that covers the nose with eye holes, and that doesn't cover the mouth. Size 4 finger widths, face along the left edge, eye, nose, mouth indicated here, large headwear, possibly a bird shape to be found in the shape of the headwear. There is a secondary face along the right edge as well, which can be seen better from the side view, but the features here come out very nicely in the alternate lighting, again with eye, nose and mouth. Size 4 finger widths, face along the left edge again, eye, nose, mouth, possibly a bird looking upwards with the body shape of the bird sort of forming the hair for the character, and you see the features nicely in the alternate lighting, eye, nose, mouth, jawline. Possibly a bird indicated in this arrangement here. There is a secondary face here also looking to the left. Size 4 finger widths, face looking off to the left, large headdress with other faces featured in it along the left, but this whole shape also could indicate a bird in flight heading this way. Eye, the beak, the wing, the body. We also get a face on the right as well, looking off to the right. But this is work on this piece is really nice. You can see the features in the alternate lighting again, eye, nose, mouth, looking off to the left, secondary faces, but the form of a bird flying back this way, and then a face also on the right, eye, nose, mouth. Beautiful piece. Size 4 finger widths. The face here is on the left but almost looking forward, but on the left. We get both eyes, eye, nose with some of this remaining cortex, and then mouth here. But we get the rest of the face shape, and we also get the indication of a bird head, being the beak, the eye, rest of the head, and some of those features show up really nicely in the alternative lighting with, again, one eye, second eye, nose, mouth, bird head here, possibly again a face looking off to the right, as we've seen in many of the other pieces in this size order. You can also see the napping on this piece. Size 4 finger widths, beautiful piece here, face again on the left, eye, nose, mouth, chin, the head, hair or headwear, perhaps a bird shape, not as immediately discernible on the head. On the right side we get an arrangement for a face, as we've seen with other pieces in this size order. The features come up really nicely, eye, nose, mouth, and this face also looks nice from the side profile, but if I take this piece we can see we have this really interesting face on the right side, upper right, which again is a common typology that we've seen in this size category. Size 4 finger widths. Lovely work again on this piece. Large flake, face on the right side, eye, secondary eye, nose, mouth, chin and jawline, neck, head, large headwear, hat or headdress, possibly depicting a female face, and we can see the work on it in the alternative lighting. It's a really nice piece. Again, eye, second eye, nose, mouth, and this piece also comes out nicely from the side view. Size 4 finger widths. Face on the left, eye, nose, mouth, head, large headwear, definitely the shape of a bird or duck formed in the headwear, with head, beak, the body, wing and tail. It's a lovely piece. It was found near to Stonehenge, and features come out nicely in the alternative lighting, especially if we get the right angle. Fourth finger width size. Face on the left, eye, nose, mouth, jawline, neck, the rest of the head, and as part of the top of the head, the bird's head, the eye, head of the bird, its beak, the body, the wing, tail. So the face with the whole form, creating the impression of a bird. We can see those features really nicely. Eye, nose, mouth, chin, neck, head of the bird here with the eye, head, beak, wing, tail, the rest of the body for the bird. So again, the man with the bird on his head, but this piece also, if we turn it the other way, also has a really nice face. Again, looking to the left, eye, second eye, nose, mouth, and then wearing the hat, the rim and the peak. That is also another really common typology. Size 4 finger widths. Highly stylized piece with eye, nose, mouth. This would be the jawline, stroke neck, head, headwear or hair, with some animal depicted on the head. It seems more like a feline rather than a bird. Also, a face can be discerned on the right side, eye, nose, mouth. And the features come out really nicely. Four finger widths, stylized piece. Need the lighting for the features to show. Eye, nose, mouth kind of pursed, lips expression. We also get a bird as the head, hair, with sort of the head, eye, beak and the wing. So it's sort of an upright bird mixed in with the face on the left. And this piece you also get a really striking face profile on the right as well. Size 4 finger widths, face on the left, make a nice profile, eye, nose, mouth, chin, neck, shoulder, head, wearing headwear, hat or headdress, and so yeah, get nice features coming out in the lighting. Again, eye, nose, mouth, chin, neck, and the face can be discerned also in this bottom region. This appears more female, this one possibly more male. Interestingly, with this piece, if we put it on its side, it resembles a duck, bird or a duck, with the eye, head, beak, body, wing, tail. So again, the head with the bird theme, but like that, it's more in the region of 5 finger widths rather than 4. So when it was 4, it's more resting on this edge rather than on its tip. When it's like this on the tip, we can see a face here in the bottom right, eye, nose, mouth, with large, very large hat. But as we'll see, the theme for the 5 finger width category is the face on the bottom right. So again, this could be one of those pieces that fits into both categories depending on how you have it oriented. You can also make out a face in this region with eye, second eye, nose, mouth, chin, neck, again headwear. 4 finger width category. This piece is very similar in its morphology to another piece I showed earlier. We get this really nice face here with eye, nose, mouth, chin, neck. Rest of the head, headwear. And we also get a nice view of this on the side view. And when this piece is flipped up the other way, we get a kind of feline lion representation again on the left, eye, nose, mouth, mane. You also get a bird on the right with the dent for the eye, head, the beak, with a section on the top that kind of looks like feathers. And again, yeah, that's the bird with the head looking off to the right. Again, with the feline imagery, which we have actually seen in other stones as well. Size 4 finger widths, face on the lower left, eye, nose, mouth, jawline, neck, wearing a very large hat, and we almost get a figure formed along this edge, a kind of full figure with the face here. This would be the arm, the lower body. We also get a face on the right edge, lower right, and we could almost see in the shape of it all the form of a bird upright with the head here, the beak. So it'd be looking to the right, the wings kind of at its side, and the tail coming down the back here. So it could kind of get a full bird figure also. And the work on this piece is really nice, in particular this face. Again, eye, nose, mouth, jawline, very large hat. Four finger widths size category. This is a really cool piece. Like, we've got what's a true anamorphic quality to it. As in the face on the left here is kind of stretched out, eye, nose, mouth, the face, rest of the head, but features are very noticeable in the lighting, but you really have to turn this piece on the side to see, let the features collapse, and it's really nice. And the character can kind of smile at you depending on how you tilt the piece. Rendered really well. Like I say, it's that anamorphic quality where the features are stretched out with several flakes across the piece. You collapse it to the side, you get that really strong looking face. You can also get a bird or duck head on the top here, and also if we flip it, looking back this way, like a bird of prey with the eye, beak, its head. So a couple of bird representations on this piece as well. Size 4 finger widths. Fantastic piece. We get the face on the left with eye, nose, mouth. The rest of the head with large headwear. Interesting forms and shapes found here, but interestingly with this piece we get another very prominent face that looks directly at the observer, with eye, a kind of impression of another eye here, the nose, and then the mouth. These would be the lips. So he's looking directly at you, and this is his hair. He's got a large beard. Perhaps some symbolism there relating to the Sky Father or Deus Pater, which I mentioned earlier on. But with this piece you can also flip the stone and get another face on the lower left, with eye, nose, mouth with really large teeth, so it kind of looks like he's smiling. But when this piece is up on that side, it's more in the range of 3 finger widths. So again, possibly fitting into both categories depending on which way you've got it turned up. Again, you can see the features there of the face looking forward, eye, nose, mouth. Really nice work on it. Obviously he looks off to the left if we kind of orient it like this, and I'll just try and stand it up again and get the alternate lighting on the stone. You can really see the work on this piece, which is really quite something. There's the face again on the lower left, almost zoomorphic, animal-like feel, totemic as well. There's a couple of faces built into kind of the same face, then up to the central face. Lovely stone. Size 4 finger widths. Quite a stylized piece. Need to interrupt myself briefly here and point out the face that I missed the first time around. It's this face here on the lower left that looks at the observer, and noticeable more if we zoom in on it, but we get both eyes and the definition of the nose and the mouth. Quite a prominent face with nice work on this piece, so I just wanted to point that out. Face comes in with an eye, nose, mouth, shape of the face, rest of the head, neck. Get a secondary face up on the top right, with eye, nose, mouth, hair. So kind of figure also this way, but with this piece, if you turn it up the other way, you get quite an obvious horse head looking up to the left. The eye, head, nose, mouth, the sort of neck area. So really beautiful work on that. Size 4 finger widths. This is, although it doesn't seem it immediately, it's actually quite similar to the last piece that I showed. Face on the left, eye, nose, mouth, face shape, rest of the head, neck, and features in the alternative lighting, again eye, nose, mouth. But if we flip this piece, there's, in this top area, we kind of get the shape of the horse's head with the nose, and it sort of is more discernible if we tilt it at an angle, but with the face again looking off to the top left. Size 4 finger widths. Upright piece with the face at the left, top left, eye, nose, mouth, chin, neck, headwear, and I believe there is a bird shape in the, to be made out in the headwear, but this piece, features come out better in the alternative lighting. Some maybe just a slight tilt off to one side. You can see the face a lot better with the eyes. You get eye here, nose, mouth. So the face kind of sitting in this region. Very large headwear. Shape here of the sort of head of a bird. The beak pointing at, looking upwards. Four finger widths. Lovely work on this piece. Face on the left, eye, nose, mouth, chin, neck, rest of the head, with hair or hat sitting on the hair, and in the alternative lighting, those features really come out nicely. Again, yeah, like I say, really nice work on this one. Eye, nose, mouth. This is the face. Size 4 finger widths. Main face along the left edge. There's almost zoomorphic look to this face. Looks a bit animal-like. Eye, nose, mouth, face. We, in this region here with the cortex, get perhaps a bird head with the beak, body of the bird, wing. We also get the secondary face along the right edge, and those features can be seen better in the alternative lighting. Eye, nose, mouth. Size 4 finger widths. Quite a stylized piece. We get the face here, it's on the left side, but again almost looking forward as well. Eye here, nose, second eye, with the mouth here, long neck, the shape of the head, and then the large headwear. Kind of get this second face in the headwear, and it's harder to make out a definite bird, perhaps a bird shape within this area, but the features do come out in the alternative lighting, with eye, nose, second eye, mouth, and the neck, the rest of the head and the headwear with the second face, eye, nose, mouth here, jawline.